Amazing, amazing. Hi, hello. And today I'm going to talk about photography, erotic photography, and the topic will be couples. Let's talk about couples photography. Oh my gosh, it's so hot in here, but we're gonna do it. Okay, so the topic will be about couples. Couples looking to create romantic photo shoots. Okay, boudoir photography is more than romantic photo shoots, and more we live here, the more scenes we have intimate during photography and during videos, right? And also we watch movies, couples see that, okay, and they want to recreate. Okay, they also go to porn channels and they want to experiment and they want to recreate that. Okay, so couples are interested in doing new things. Okay, sometimes you see the lives get boring and the relationships get stale, right? And sometimes guys or ladies will go and see someone on the side to get more excited, right? But there are other options there for couple in general. So boudoir photo shoot or erotic photo shoot is one of the options. Oh my god, my face is just, whew, it's so hot in here. I'm sorry. I probably need a ventilator here. Sorry, I have this and I forgot to switch on. I'm gonna be sitting and sweating talking about couples photography. But that's what happens, okay? Because when couple arrive to the studio, they also start shooting and start sweating. Okay, and the photo shoot becomes very, very sweaty. The photo shoot without limitations is at my studio and I allow to do anything. Okay, usually we start, of course, from portraits, then we will go to semi-nude. That's where we create something like boudoir photography. Then we will create nude photography, right? And then we will go into explicit mode, make love scenarios. There are a lot of couples who have fantasies, okay? And fantasies, it's something what I'm really, how to say, love talking about, because every couple has a different fantasy, okay? People think that erotic photo shoot or adult photo shoot is one trick pony and everyone doing one thing. That is not true. Okay, that is not true. I have seen so many couples and I could not tell you, or I cannot confirm that there was a couple who done at the studio the same thing. Yes, we are humans. Yes, we have a mouth. Yes, we have intimate parts. Yes, we have a body. Yes, we have hands, right? We like touches, we like arousal. There are a lot of things we can do, but there was no couple who will do it the same way, identical. Okay, the reason why, because there is no education there. Okay, if someone will teach you to bake a pie or whatever you will do, or construct the car, okay, there will be an instruction there. Okay, if you want to have this car, you use I don't know, these parts and red color. Okay, if you want to have another car, you use something else, right? So in terms of intimacy and creating make love scenarios, adults figure out things by themselves in general. I don't know, tell me or add a plus if you get an education, intimate education at home. Okay, just tell me, because I didn't, and I know that there are many people who skip that part, and adults skip that part raising their children, right? So young people will go and find the things for themselves. Okay, then another thing, why there is no one identical photo shoot and every adult do intimacy in a different way, because we all have different psychology types. Okay, body types, mental types, psychology types, right? And intimacy and sexuality, it is also have different types. There are people who are very sensitive and aroused through the skin. There are people who like to hear a lot of nice words and get aroused, right? There are people who like rough, okay, and so on and so on. Okay, there are oral people, there are anal people. There are many kind of people out there. So when I talk about adult photography and when I speak about couples, I can tell you that in 20 years, of course, there are same fantasies, there are same patterns, okay, but there was none of the couple that, you know, I would say, oh, I had this shoot before, oh, they did exactly like that couple. No, no. Everyone is doing the things differently. And you know for yourself that if you are with one partner, okay, you can be one kind of a person, right? But then you meet another partner and you become different because that person's energy affect you in a different way. Okay, so what I do during the photo shoot, and today I had this question on my channel. I'm inviting everyone to my channel on Telegram. Okay, Telegram is the place where I can I can actually be free and do not control my language. Okay, where I can name the things how they supposed to be named, right? And openly speak about things, right? TikTok is not that channel. The reason why I'm doing live because I would like to educate people about adult photography, okay, and explain why couples doing it, because today's is a couples topic, okay. But just coming back to that question, will AI, because AI is coming, and I had this on Telegram question, will AI replace, okay, photography in general, photography business, right? And my answer was this, that the AI is coming and the AI will replace a lot, okay, not only in the photography, okay, not only photography business will be affected, there will be many businesses that will be affected, and there will be many jobless people, okay. Why I'm laughing is because I'm safe, okay. Why I'm safe? The reason why couples are doing a photo shoot is not because of the pictures. Okay, pictures is just a lovely and beautiful bonus that they can have afterwards. Okay, they're doing it for experience and for precious memories. They're doing it because they will never be able to go back to that stage of life, okay, that they are in. There are couples who are seriously having a great relationship, okay, they're having a proper intimate life. They wanna celebrate that and they're proud of it, you know, they want to memorize it, okay. And there are couples who struggle and arrive to the studio, okay, and they need a therapy, and they think that erotic photography would create that spark, okay, will bring the passion back, okay. And that is also true, but not every couple can do it individually, like between the couple. I have experimented a lot and I've realized that there are some couples who would really, really need some help from the side. Okay, that's why they're going to the side. That's why the infidelity happens, right? So that's why, you know, I've just realized that if the model will join the couple, okay, it will change the dimension. And I watched the couples, okay. I wish the couples, and what happened is jealousy kicks in, you know, and jealousy. I'm just drifting and drifting. Jealousy, in terms of a jealousy, it's a combined conglomerate of the emotions. Okay, usually it's a negative emotions, and there are many of them. Okay, it's like if you're painting with the color. If you take a green color and you can make it from yellow and blue, right? So there are two parts included, right? Jealousy has lots of parts. There is a lot of fear, there is a lot of insecurity, there is a lot of resentment, judgment. There are so many things, you know, what consist of, okay, the jealousy. So that's the thing, but it kicks in. It works. It works every time, okay? It works every time. Not every couple would want, okay, to have intimacy with the model. They just need that start the engine, okay? That's what they need, they start the engine. But my video today is just about normal couples, okay, who have a relationship, who are married, who are creating together something, okay, a deepening relationship, going on the path of love, passion, desire, and of course success and wealth, right? If couple is connected really well, they're doing great in life, okay. Usually it's like this. If they are not connected, they both depressed, they both unhappy, they live how to say, in a friend zone, right? And they see other couples, Okay, when I say they see other couples, I also see the couples. How I see them. They arrive to the studio and I know if they are having a great time and great connection. Okay, it's visible on their face. Okay, I can tell that they have a great intimacy because when the woman relaxed and the man relaxed, there is no tension there. Okay, there are couples who don't have such connection. Okay, there are couples when the guy will bring their wife and think that this is something wrong with their wife. Okay, something wrong is with her. She's too stiff. She needs intimate sexual education. She need a photo shoot. She cannot, be sexual. I would like you to teach her. That kind of a situation occurs also, so there are different couples out there. Okay, I can tell you about beautiful couples and very beautiful couples. Before I was thinking, not every person is beautiful. Okay, but when I start doing boudoir photography and when I start doing photo shoots in bedroom, okay, and I could see how people are transforming and changing in their face, when they make love, they become much younger. Okay, they become alive. I think that is why I'm doing this photo shoot, because I need that energy. When I was growing up, I have not seen many examples, and adults and children are learning from the examples. Why we need porn? Forgot to tell this the right way. Why we need corn? It is an example. There are people who are learning from this. It's not just quickly, to get satisfaction. There are people who actually genuinely do not know what to do and how to create intimate life. Okay, there are couples who do not know how to kiss properly. Okay, and that's fine if it works for them. Okay, I mean, there are couples who are doing the same thing through the time, and this is what they want, right? There are couples who do not talk to each other and intimately, and they do not know what the partner wants. Okay, and then they are surprised in the studio. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm telling you, everyone is different. So many different couples. I never had the same photo shoot. Okay, because the energy is different, the confidence is different, the body flexibility is different, the connection and the bond between the couple is different. Okay, and they want different things, and sometimes they know what the partner wants, and then I prove them they are wrong. That's my job. Okay, that's my job, to show them who they are, who they truly are. Okay, our personality consists of many personas sitting inside of us. Okay, and we are programmed by a negative energy and by a positive energy. Okay, so everyone has certain things, scared, nervous, being shy, being stiff, being frozen. There are not many people, adults, who are very brave and how to say, not scared of the photo shoot, because it involves undressing and it involves revealing your body, and you show all the insecurities, you show all the imperfections. Okay, the thing what is good about couples photography is because they are doing it together. Okay, when you are alone, you are more exposed and you are how to say, nowhere to hide. But when you have a partner, it's like Bonnie and Clyde. They supporting each other, they touching each other. The photo shoot goes more smooth. They calm their nerves down. Okay, so I really like shooting couples. I really like shooting couples because if they have a great connection, the photo shoot would be amazing. And there are couples who would like to take a full direction. They asking you to help them to create amazing shots or great videos, okay, or create for them scenarios, adult scenarios, fantasy scenarios that they can follow, right? There are couples who have a certain idea and arriving just to, they have a dream, they have a certain idea, they want to do that. That's fine. I would not interfere. But during the photo shoot, I always shoot my own thing, and that is art. I also experiment a lot with lighting, with posing, and of course with sexual energy, okay, because that's what we create. If the photo shoot will have no sexual energy, they would not have such a deep memory, okay. And then the results, of course, you can take pictures boudoir and people would not feel anything. That is possible. Of course, you can make love to your wife and she would not feel anything. That is also possible. Okay, understand what I'm saying, right? Everyone can fake, right? But I am here in charge and on the guard, and I am telling everyone, okay, there will be no staged experience, right? No faking or pretending, right? Let's do it for real. And for real means that, of course, there will be some noises, okay? There will be some smell, there will be something that's for real, you know? That is why not many photographers go to erotica without limitations, because it's scary, it's uncomfortable to see other people how they do it, especially to control them during the process, change their pose, or tell them, move there, do that, do that. You see? So for me, it's normal, natural. I probably arrived to this planet to find this profession for myself. I've been preparing really long time, actually. 7 years studying medicine, okay, preparing to become a doctor, and then left to London, went rogue, and become erotic photographer. Okay, but my skills, okay, my medical skills are really useful during the photo shoot. The reason why is because, you see, when people are feeling shy when they're dressing, it's very hard to break through, and it takes really long time to make them feel comfortable and relaxed, So this is something what comes for me easy. I also can touch naked people just, without confusing them, okay, without scaring them, So that's what I do. People arrive to the studio to deepen the relationship, to understand how they are together, to see it, okay, to create romance, to actually make some fantasy shoots, right? Something what they dream of. And like I say, the dreams or fantasies come from traumatic experiences to start with, right? When we are children. And last night I was talking with one model. She wanted to do a dominatrix experience, and she was talking about men who are paying money for being humiliated and, of course, how to say, used, abused. I shoot this type of photo shoots as well. This is all traumatic experiences, right? And then I said to them that the most popular is, at the moment, is a called fantasy shoot with couples, okay? Couples like to have their own private shoots, okay? But when we go into the fantasy world and to the kings, this is very popular scenario, okay? And this my makeover artist, she's new, and she's like, what is this called fantasy? And I said, this is when, husband is okay to share his wife with another person. She was like, really? There are people who do not know what that is, and that is fine. But I'm saying, from men, there is a very big interest towards this fantasy. How this fantasy been placed in his mind during the childhood. He probably most likely fancy a girl, and she did not pay attention to him, so he was watching her being with someone else, and his heart was broken. He was in control and he couldn't do anything. So then when he grew up, he still maintains that memory, and it become, you know, how to say, it's been transferred to his adult world fantasy, and the reason why they want to create it when they adults with their wives, to feel in control, to feel safe. Okay, he is there knowing that he can stop it anytime, or he is there to see and enjoy so much how other man enjoying her, feeling like, wow, this is my, wow, this is, I'm proud of her. There are different emotions, okay, coming through the shoot like that, right? And for that type of photo shoot, couples choose most of the time black models, okay? That's most of the time, okay, but not necessarily absolute, right? So talking about couples and coming back to romance, okay, they would like to recreate weddings, okay, weddings in an explicit and intimate format. They will bring their dresses and they would use it again, okay. That's one of the options, right? When there is another option, couple will arrive for a photo shoot, and half of the photo shoot will be boudoir for her to warm her up, okay, to make her beautiful, to make her feel relaxed and hot and sexy. And then the husband will join her, you know, for a couple of photos. And then, you know, the spark escalates, and we will make love movies, right? I don't know when I started this no limit photo shoots, okay, really long time ago. But when I was shooting couples and doing portraits and boudoir photography, I noticed this, that during 1 hour or 2 hour session, couple will get so much turned on, okay, that they would they want to create hot and sexy pictures of themselves or videos, okay. And for me, eventually, was like a natural thing, normal thing, okay, not to leave people, you know, horny. Okay, go from the studio, right? But go with them, you know, all the way. And it did work, okay, it did work. Couples would love that, okay. But there are also reserved people, okay, reserved people, conservative people, right? So couples who are on that level, they would say, we don't want any nudity, straight away. We don't want any nudity, we don't want anything intimate, but we would like beautiful nude art photography, okay? Maybe even create a poster for their bedroom, something like that, okay? Still, there is an experience, but they do not want to express their feelings in front of the stranger, me, and of course in front of the camera. They would keep everything simple and conservative, you know, so that not too much of the emotion. I can tell you different couples everywhere, okay? And you will become different with the different person, okay? So different error zone, how they getting aroused, okay? From what? Yeah, and I observe this and how to say, create and talk about intimate, you know, scenarios and intimate fantasies for around 20 years now with clients, you know. I spoke a lot with men, okay, men coming forward. Before, maybe 10 years ago, a lot of men were coming forward, okay, when it comes to couples, and they were booking photo shoots. And now there are ladies as well who's coming, okay, and ladies want for their husband to create some kind of a gift. And of course, if there is a cocktail fantasy situation involved, they would ask to book a model, okay, to create this for their husband, right? So when I'm creating for a couple, a woman most likely would like beautiful portraits, beautiful boudoir glamour portraits. And the man would like the kinkier, the more naughtier, the more explicit, the more close-up, okay? And so there are two types, you know, of I mean, I create and for a woman and for a man. When I have a consultation, of course, I would ask who wants what, okay, and what we are doing. I am 25 minutes in my life and I can read some questions and comments. Today I am answering questions about couples, okay, and boudoir photography, erotic fantasies. Yeah, you can ask me more, I will tell you more. I'm very good at answering questions. Okay, then I will give you some information. Okay, so let me just see. Let me just see what I have. And first of all, hi, hello to everyone. I'm going to finish. You're going to finish. You didn't start it yet. Great job. Yes. Yes, and I always hear this from men. Okay, women are not impressed. Okay, women are scared. Women are not impressed with my job selection, but men, they navy. They seriously think, oh my gosh, they're seriously doing this. I wish I would do this. Can you? You know what they would say? Do you need an assistant? Can you take me to a few shoots and so on? Can I see this? Okay. You spoke on a childlike maturity before. How to escape it? You spoke on a childlike maturity before. It was really long time. Okay. Do you remember what I spoke about? Thank you so much for this question. Okay. Childlike maturity. Okay, what is a childlike maturity? It happens during erotic photoshoot in general. Okay, people, you see, they all come from one place, from childhood. There is no other place that they can come from. Okay, so they come from childhood into maturity, and there are many of them who are so, attached to that phase that they drag their childhood into their adulthood. Okay, for some people it happens naturally. Okay, they don't want to leave it, right? But it really works when you look at the adult relationship. Okay, so let me just give you some examples. Okay, sugar daddy. Okay, the girl who needs a sugar daddy, right? Or the guy who needs a younger girl, fits him in the daughters, right? Okay, they are confused with their role. Okay, what is the saddest thing about bringing your childhood into your maturity is that you see, when you have that energy of a child, you are not desired. Adults don't see you. They don't want you intimately and sexually. And there are a lot of men and women would say that I am not noticed, or I'm in the friend zone. Okay, or how to say, we do not have an intimacy in our relationship. Okay, because they left their places, you see, and the woman becomes like a mom and the husband becomes like a child, being told what to do and so on. So we all came from the childhood and we fall back very often. Okay, so how to get rid of it? It's self development. It's not that there's something you can lose. Okay, you need to work it out. You need to find yourself in a situation and ask yourself, what is your relationship like? And what is your financial situation like? Okay, if it's not good, if you do not have money, or you do not have a relationship, or you do not have intimacy in the relationship, you are somewhere not in the right place. Okay, and that's the thing. I don't know, it's just so hot for me that I'm not gonna last long here. Okay, so how would I do it? I can tell you, I had this, child situation with my business. Okay, child situation with business is when you don't know, when you're scared, when you're not sure what to do. Because adults, if they don't know, they go and find out. Okay, adults, if they're scared, they seriously scared, but they go and do it. Okay, so you just change your position. You write yourself how you act right now. Okay, what's happening right now, and then you write the other side. Okay, the other part, what you want to happen. Okay, what you as an adult will do. Okay, and then you are able. Everyone is able to do this transition. It's actually very simple. It's just we don't know how to do it. You know, psychology is one of the ways how you can help. Okay, this topic. Okay, it's the one you need to research and then practice on yourself. You know, if you want, I can create a separate live for this topic because it's huge and it has a lot of examples. Okay, in our intimate life, in our relationship life, it has a lot of examples. That's what happens. There are a lot of adults sitting in a child's position. Child's position. Okay. Thank you so much for this question. Topic is, of course, couples. Okay, energy released into the air. Energy is constantly produced and released. Okay, constantly. That's a process. But there are some people who just stop. Stop. Hey, good afternoon. Now remember to stay blessed and not stressed. Blessed and not stressed. You know what I realized? Okay, that the more you achieve in life, the more stress you have, and that is natural and normal. The less you have, the less stress you have. So that is normal. Love from Chicago. Thank you so much. Okay, you look beautiful. Thank you. Do you bone this morning before jumping here on live? That's a very good question. The answer is no. The answer is no. I still remember my dead partner. The memory is very strong. So I am single. Okay. And there are 3 times you answered this question. It was, the thing that you really wanted to know. Here we go. You know now. Because of your accent, okay, I would to hear you say my name. There is no orders here. This is not a DJ channel that you can order a song. Okay, right. If there will be questions related to photography, erotica, couples photo shoot, I am answering that. Okay, otherwise, let me check. I will continue. Okay, saying hi, hello, hi, hello. I'm just going through the viewers and giving you some time to ask something if you have questions. People are so shy that they don't ask many questions about erotica. Seriously. This is still a taboo topic, When it comes to undressing, when it comes to feeling free, when it comes to express yourself, when it comes to say what you want, So that's fine, That's fine. You need to warm up to this topic. Okay, sorry for shaking the phone. I'm scrolling. Hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello. Okay. 11 new messages. Ooh, it's so hot in there. Seriously. Okay. Okay, so topic is about couples. What couples do, okay? I advise for couples to book a makeover. If your wife is scared and nervous, and this is most likely the case, okay, and women usually want to look their best. The makeover is time when they have beauty session with professional. Then she will sit down, maybe have a drink and so and cool and relax, So I highly recommend that, okay, for couples to book a makeover photo shoot. But there are couples who are straight away want to have an action shoot. They don't want to delay with the makeover because makeover and all of that kind of stuff takes 1 or 2 hours okay, before the photo shoot takes place. There are couples who will arrive with luggages straight away, undressing. They want to jump into the sexy outfits. They have plenty outfits, okay. They bring into the studio. They want to just change and they want to create, okay. And that is a high energy, okay. There are couples who arrive and they don't know where to start, what to dress, how to look good. Is it this good? Is it this good? So in reality, I'm being that person who is advising styling, right? Dressing people even, okay? Although I have special services. There was one couple and the woman did not recently, okay? And the reason why I'm just saying, because everyone knows how to wear woman underwear, right? And suspenders and laces and all kind of bits and pieces, right? And there was this woman, and I appreciate, seriously, I appreciate when the couple is arriving and the guy is dressing his wife, his girlfriend. Oh my gosh, I love it. I seriously love it. He knows how to put everything. This is right. He will check everything if she is dressed perfectly. I love this man, when they're helping me. But there are there are couples when like I say, this woman arrives, she bring a lot of stuff, but she don't know what to put on, where, and how, okay. And I allowed her to change, and after half an hour I realized if she will be changing by herself and it takes really long time for her to figure out what to put where, okay, it will take me the whole day to shoot it. So of course I would jump and I would dress her and I will tell her what to wear on what, and and just put everything on. So that kind of a thing. So by this day there are people who do not know what to wear. And I remember, the reason why I'm saying I remember you, because she made a mark that this is a left stocking and this is the right stocking. She could not figure out by herself which one is left, which one is right. So she was making notes on how laundry and on the underwear, how to wear it. Okay, so these type of situations also happen. Okay, couples bring a lot of stuff. If the couple is intimately active, they have lots of things, and that is an indicator for me. Okay, if they experiment with the fantasies. I'm not saying that couple could be how to say active and bring nothing. Okay, we bring three or four underwear sets and nothing else. Okay, I'm saying the one who are seriously playing games. Okay, they have different kind of outfits, they have different kind of toys and probes, and they actively experiment. Okay, there are different kind of couples out there. I love to see everyone. Okay, I worked with conservative people, with very much open-minded people. I worked with different kind of people because it's my passion. But what I'm saying is here, don't think that there is one type of scenario, or there is one type of couple, or there is one type of make love plan that we can make, and that would be perfect. The orgasm is different with everyone. Okay, the smell is different with everyone. The sound is different. Okay, everything is different, right? And that's what I love, because with every couple I create different kind of energy. I allow them to be themselves. There was not many couples who would not require any help. Okay, I remember just few seriously, who would say, come to me and say, you just film us and take pictures, and we just doing our thing. Okay, I'm like, great, okay, that's fine. Not many like that. Okay, most of the time we plan, we arrange, we speak what we're doing, how we're doing. They want me to show them, okay, what they should do on this set. Okay, of course I'm not showing the intimate parts. That thing they can figure it out by themselves, but I'm showing, okay, you starting there, when you're going, then she's meeting you, and then you cuddle maybe, or you take her on the hands, or maybe you grab her there, or maybe you do this. So I am that person who is creating everything from the scratch. The other very popular question is, who is in the studio? how many people are in my studio. Okay, because the reason why they are asking it, because they are shy and scared. They don't want a lot of people there. They don't want to go into a, adult business film agency where there is a crew standing. Okay, they're asking how many members of the crew is there. Okay, so I work alone. I mean, not alone by myself. Of course, I hire people if I need help, but in the studio, I am alone and I do everything. Okay, I'm greeting people, I'm consulting people, I'm choosing their outfits, I'm helping them to style and design things, I'm setting up the backgrounds, I create the settings, I am posing them, I am directing them, I'm lighting them, I'm shooting with Canon photography and with Sony videos at the same time. Why I'm doing two cameras, I mean, like, not at the same time, like literally with two hands, but how I do is this: energy and sexual energy takes time to create with many people. Not everyone straight away um, display, put it on display, right? So I start from photography, okay, because photography is very post and time taking, okay, consuming momentum, so that you would put them in a certain position and then tell them what they should do in this position, where to look, and so on, right? When you're creating a movie or a short clip with them, you just tell them that they do not stop. Okay, that's what I say. So when we're shooting photography, they do stop. Okay, they stop. I say, this is great, now another pose. Okay, and we stop a lot when we do photography. But that helps, and it escalates the sexual energy. The moment when they're ready, I can feel it, I can see it on the screen. Okay, I grab my Canon camera and I start filming the most golden moments. Okay, so I lead them with the shots into a very sexual, intimate momentum. Okay, and then I allow them to do it, and I film it. And during the photography, you see, I am so close to them, and I touch them, and I talk to them, that they get used to me for a very short time. And then I start filming them. Sometimes it's very close. I'm very close to them, you know? And it's not disturbing them anymore because I am able to be invisible. No, they don't see me. They don't see me. I do not interfere much when there is a passion and desire, okay, on the set, because I know everything is happening right. Okay, when I see that it's not happening, we changing. I change a lot. Okay, I change the setting, I change the outfits, I change the scene, I change the idea, I change till I reach my goal. I never had unsuccessful shoot, okay? Because I know what I do. Right, thank you so much for now. It's been 40 minutes. Lovely, lovely to chat with you, lovely to have you. You realize the glasses went you realize. You realize. Do you realize that when you talk to someone, actually you talk to yourself? Do you realize? Okay, without glasses, yes. Yes, the most important thing is about looking young. Okay, this is a separate video that I wanted to tell. Okay, everyone, and create this about looking young. And I can start from examples. My best example is Cher. Cher. Do you believe? She's singing. She looks very young to me at your age. Why? Because she's carrying on with the sexual energy. That energy never left her body. Okay, and that's what makes her look young. Madonna, you know, And I don't go very far. Okay, I look at myself. The moment I talk about erotica, about my topic, about my jam, okay, my face is also changing. You know, I also start looking young. Okay, I start looking young, although my oldest son is nearly 30. Okay, yeah. So that's the situation is sexual energy. That what will keep you alive for longer. Okay, will keep you healthy, will keep you fit, will keep you mentally sane. Okay, will give you a good mood, right? The sexual energy can give you everything. Of course, it can give you money. Yeah, it can give you a career. It can give you great ideas. Okay, of course, it can give you a baby. That's that's the first function why we were using for reproduction. Okay, for many years, right? The sexual energy. I talk about women. Okay, men were using sexual energy to express their power, to show their dominance. Okay, to show how creative they are, how smart they are. You know, music, poetry, I don't know, architecture, you know, different kind of things, right? When you see a person in his element, in his sexual element, in his creative element, we admire and we see that person very sexy, okay, because he is confident. He's confident on the stage, he's confident. I always use this example: stage, racing car, the horse. I like this type of moments, okay? Some people like singing, acting, some people like, you know, different kind of examples, but I use these, right? So that's where the sexual energy got consumed, okay? And it's one of the reasons, to be fair, why families, you know, marriages are getting exhausted, you know, because the husband would go in his sexual energy, in his element, you know, looking all, you know, beautiful and smelling nice and charming and attentive and so on and so on at his job, and then coming back home all dried out, you know, like squeezed, all the juices are squeezed, right? So that's the thing. We are using our sexual energy for different things, or sometimes we are blocked and not creating it. Okay, and then we're getting old and getting ill, and other things happens to us, right? And if you know that the world is energy, and you know by now, right, that sexual energy creates financial wealth as well, right? Attracts. Okay. So that is why it's worth it to practice it and understand what to do with it. And I'm telling this very easily because it gave me a lot as well, you know? Did me a favor. I transformed myself from kind of like little girl in the village. Now arrived to London. I can speak to you. I can even explain you things. The reason why I come live to actually practice talking about erotica, because social media and in general world will block it if I show, you know, it's a taboo. People feel very much risky doing erotic photo shoot. It's kind of like a dangerous for them situation, which is also exciting, right? So it's like 50 minutes now. Thank you so much for coming. I will be translating on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm not established time yet, 7 or 8 p.m. UK time. Okay. And I am inviting everyone into my Telegram channel. Okay. The reason why I've created this Telegram channel is, of course, to be able to actually speak without any limitations about erotica. the way I want it, right? No one will suspend me there. Okay, so of course I'm inviting everyone. I will be leaving my link somewhere. Julia Wint Studio. Probably that's the tag, at Julia Wint Studio. Right, you can find some information on some of my posts. Maybe I should post it to you. If you're interested, you can text me Telegram. Okay, and I can just show you and display the link. This is a public channel. The reason why I've created public Telegram channel to invite people eventually to my private channel where I will be showing you my work. You know, my work consists of shooting women and men, adult, when they are dressing and when they are naked, you know. And then, of course, couples and erotic fantasies with the models. Okay, very popular topic. And I shoot photography and I shoot videos. Okay, so that is very exciting, right? Then another thing is that I have created another photography course. You know, there are people who would like to learn how to shoot erotica from direct source. You see, there is no like university program or any kind of program anywhere in the college that you can learn this. Every person who is doing it, they're doing it through their own experience and through their own knowledge. What they learn, they can share. I've stayed in outdoor business since 2005. I have a lot to share. And that is why I'm creating adult photography course for beginners and for advanced people, professional who would like to move, and AI coming. That's a good reason. I can tell you I started my life with AI, and AI is coming, and there will be photographers who would like to change, to change their direction and start something new. Okay. So that is where I'm going to say goodbye to you. Let me just see what is there. 12 messages. Hello, Miami. I never been in Miami. You got beautiful eyes. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. I love you already. Thank you so much. Stay on my channel. I am on TikTok on 200 likes jail because I do not spend time on there, and I understand why. Okay, it's not that I'm blaming TikTok. So subscribe. Subscribe, be my follower, and then you will see more information about me, and eventually I hope you will come to my Telegram. Okay, the next thing what I will be doing, I will be updating my website. And that is where I also create membership area for adult galleries, right? Adult galleries, so exciting. Okay, thank you so much. Tonight was a very hot evening for me, and it was lovely to see you. It was lovely to talk to you, and till Thursday, I am going to talk about probably photo shoots with models, solo shoots with models, because there are men who would like to hire model, okay? And there are ladies who would like to hire a man model. So men hire ladies, sometimes men hire men. I will talk about that as well. And then ladies hire men or ladies hire ladies, okay? Ladies hire ladies. That's what we will speak about. Photo shoots with models and fantasy photo shoots, because that's what it is. Okay, fantasy photo shoots. Thank you so much. You realize. Okay, tú es my bonita. I don't speak Spanish. I'm a photographer for local news. You are a photographer for local news. Well, news, news. I don't I don't listen to news. I don't watch TV for more than 20 years. Okay. So, how to say? When I was a kid, I thought I'm going to be a reporter. I really wanted, you know. I went to photography club, and I just had a month there, and I was really enjoying it. I wanted already to take a pictures, and for a month we were doing this, you know, learning how to extract those pictures from this file, you know, and I just couldn't wait to take the camera into my hands and just go and shoot it. I couldn't wait. But then something happened at home and I was punished. And I never I never get back to that photography club. So I just remembered now, okay, that my fantasy or my dream to become a photographer eventually happened, you know. So dream a lot because it happens to you, right? Okay, lovely to be here until the next Thursday. Thank you so much and bye. Thank you so much and bye. I actually like this background. I like this background. Goodbye. Was nice chatting to you. Thank you. Until Thursday. Write me a questions. You know, maybe you want to know something, then I will create a separate live for that. Yeah? Bye.